How are we doing today, guys? All right, so here's the deal. I don't know why I was walking that way towards the GT500, but I was. All right, so here's the deal. This is gonna be a quick little mini montage I'm gonna do for you. Today is, we're gonna see how many days this takes for me to actually rebuild this, but today is April 17th. We're currently working on the roll cage on the LSA Audi, but in the midst of all of that, I still gotta rebuild this thing. So I'm gonna tear this down, show you guys how I tear it down, and we're gonna go through a full rebuild on it. We're not gonna do any porting on this yet. We are gonna do a little bit of porting on my throttle body. Other than that, I'm just gonna do a little montage. How to take your LSA apart. All right, well, that was pretty sweet and simple, wasn't it? Here it all is, completely disassembled. Here's some extra bits and pieces that I have, gaskets that I'm not gonna use, bags that are empty, extra bolts for the rotor pack to be bolted in, the coupler that I didn't have installed, the bypass valve. We're gonna get rid of all of these electronics over here. We don't care about that. I'm gonna let the bypass valve do its job, and it should make about 12 pounds of boost. My map sensor, which I'll need. These are junk. For the record, this is a takeoff. This is an LSA takeoff. They're all over the market. You can buy them dirt cheap. I'm not gonna say how much I have in this one, but just know that my boss and the company I work for, STIEGEMEIER Porting and Polishing, is definitely sponsoring this blower for me. So we'll talk to him in a bit as soon as he gets back. He's out golfing right now, and I'm gonna have him tell us exactly what he's gonna do to this and how we're going to make it go fast. We're not gonna be as crazy on the port job as you might think. For now, we're gonna turn the blower nice and slow, just see what it's gonna do at the 5.3, and then we can, here guys, we can turn it up from there. I mean, and I can show you exactly dyno numbers and power numbers, being as, you know, we have a dyno, it's right here. What's under door number 1? Woo! It didn't do it like I said. All right, but most common problem with these LSAs is this thing called the spring coupler. Super junk, throw those in the trash can. We're gonna replace it with one of these poly solid isolators instead, and it'll go on there. Actually, I don't think this is the right one. Yeah, that's not the right one. Is it this one size? Is this the size? No. Hey. No. I'm gonna have to. I know I've got them. Oh, there it is. There's one I need right there. No, that's another spring coupler. Huh. You get the gist. We got a lot of them. We're gonna rebuild this thing. None of those are the right ones. I know we've got a box full of them around here someplace. So basically, I'm just gonna take all this crap and do one of these. Get rid of the box. Don't need these. These can be held on to for another day. And here it is, fully disassembled LSA. Lessen the lid. There it is. But it's actually pretty good condition. You're gonna replace both the bearings in there just so that they're done. I'm thinking about cutting both of these tabs off here so I can have some better clearance for my fuel rails. I'm debating on this right now, so if anybody, let me know in the comments section below what your thoughts on this. So I have a ton of room back here behind the motor. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna run my feeds off of like some sort of Y, and they're just gonna come in from my fuel lines, because I'm gonna use the factory Audi fuel lines that at least feed the motor, but might have a factory return style, return system. Without looking at the diagram, I don't know how to explain this the best way, but we'll figure it out as we go. I just want to trim these ears off so that if I need to, I have plenty of room. We're also going to go ahead and even flow the injectors and make sure that they're working 100%. So that's something else that we can do here at work. Other than that, wait till Bob gets back and I'll have him explain to you guys exactly what we're gonna do to this LSA to make it as good as stock, if not better, without minimal changes. And we're gonna see what it can actually put down on a completely bone stock 5.3 on our dyno jet. And then we'll just crank it up from there. Send it to the moon. I don't care. We blow it up, we blow it up. It is what it is. It's a $200 engine, right? All right, boys. Well, that's all I can do for right now until he gets here. So, peace, love, chicken grease. All right. Well, I'm back. So, my amazing boss, Bob, has gotten here, and he's going to explain to us exactly what his plans are for my blower for the LSA Audi. DYNOBOB, what do we got going on here?
Well, DYNOBOB here. Jack's an employee of mine. He's building a drift car, and he's going to build a LS motor with this LSA Supercharger. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a high flow blower at lower rotor speed. So we're going to turn it moderately. It's not going to be intercooled. We may eventually run a meth kit with some E85 through it or some methanol, but you know, he's chosen a 102 millimeter throttle body, which I think is a good choice. These particular blowers, I think they're 1900s. It's a bit small, but we want to keep the RPM down because he's going to be at a constant high RPM with that drift car. So anyway, this will be the first of a couple series on the blower. So that's how we're going to get started. He's going to rebuild the rotor pack, the front drive with some high-speed bearings. We're going to use a, it's probably going to be about a 2.9 pulley. I think that's what came on here. Like I say, I think we should start out with maybe rotor speeds around 13.5.
Okay.
And he got a good deal on this lid. Well, we'll be repairing the lid. It'll look like new when we're done. So we'll cut this out, bend up some material. We'll get that done. We'll get it all vapor blasted. It's going to look good too. So.
And we're not going to go very crazy, no major port job or anything like that,
Well, on
right?
these particular blowers, it's a little crowded over here on this particular side. So we're going to work this out. And we'll open the exit up a little bit. The actual dump air here is not restricted per se, and the polish is not so much gonna help a whole lot in the airflow, but we will get in here and port match this.
Hey, where's the keys, man?
We will work on the exit, and we will work on the front plenum. And you can see here how she's restricted. We're gonna open up this a lot. So I've done a lot of testing, and you can see it on some of my videos. It's exactly about how much airflow and horsepower we picked up. And on earlier models when we were doing a bunch of these, it was about 75 rear wheel. But that was with the porting, and maybe we dropped down,
and was
not
that
quite a half an inch on the pulley. So that's kind of the deal. As we get into that, we'll talk a little more about it, but that's it. So.
Awesome. All right, guys, well, you heard it from the horse's mouth. We're gonna make a lot more power with this thing. Guys, I will put a link in the description below, not only for STIEGEMEIER porting, but also for DYNOBOB's or STIEGEMEIER's YouTube channel, so you guys can check out some of the great products that we do put out. We do a lot more than just LSAs. We do your Cobras, we do your Lightnings, old Whipples, we do Mini Coopers. So guys, make sure to check that out for me. And if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want to see the entire build progress on the LSA blower for the LSA Audi drift car, make sure to smash the subscribe button for me, and you'll get notified of all the content as this build continues. So guys, until the next one, please like, comment, share, subscribe, be well, peace, and we'll see you on the next one.